Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm actually recording for my delivery. I kind of look like shit, so bear with me please. I'm trying to be more my natural side, no makeup, just me. So I wanted to talk about my delivery of my daughter Ismar. It was a little complicated, so you know. Um, so I was supposed to deliver Monday or Tuesday at 2 a.m. I was supposed to get induced because, you know how I lost my son and I was already past 40 weeks. I think I was like 41 weeks. So I was scared to get to that point. I actually told my doctor, you know what? Give me a C-section. Because I knew C-sections were at 39 weeks, I believe. So I just wanted to get it over with. I was like, I just want my daughter now. I don't want, no problems to happen. But it turned out that he actually had me in mind and he wanted to induce me. So I was more than happy to cooperate and get induced. Um, so I called 2 a.m. Monday or Tuesday to ask if they were, able to take me in already because that was the day that it was supposed to be scheduled, either or, but I know it was at 2 a.m. But it turns out that there was no space for me. So they told me just to hold on, that they'd call me back. So in that time, I tend to work out. Well, not like work out hardcore, but go for walks, dance, a lot of squats. So my water could break and I could really go. But because, my water broke. But sadly, my water did not break. So I had to wait. I kept calling them every 5 hours or so because I was scared that the same thing would happen to me and my baby. So I kept calling them to see if I was able to go. It turned out that I was there since Wednesday 2 a.m. Wednesday 2 a.m. That's when I actually went in. I had to fill out papers. Obviously, everybody knows that. They were gonna induce me with the pill, the one where it's vaginal. So they put the pill. That one's for 12 hours. It's supposed to open you up. When I got there, I only had 1 centimeter open. So 1 centimeter open. They put the pill. 12 hours passed, and no epidural, and it just went up to 3. So 12 hours and only open 2 centimeters more. I was very upset, very mad. I was like, I couldn't no more. I was fed up. And my contractions, for some reason, they were really frequent. They were like every minute, I think every minute. And they would go up to 85, 80. Obviously, that's not the most it goes. The highest it goes is 100 and every like 30 seconds or less. So it was still painful though. I mean, 12 hours, it's painful. And they took out the pill. I was like without the pill for a couple hours, like 5 hours. And then, sorry, my 20%, just showed. Anyways, so they took out the pill. I was like that for 4 to 5 hours, and my contractions started getting closer and bigger. So, and then every like 2 to 3 hours, they would shove their hand in there, the RN, to see how much I've opened, and turns out still at 3. And you know what? I couldn't take that shit no more. I really couldn't. It was painful already. So I was like, you know what? Give me the fucking epidural. Like, I can't no more. So they said, yeah, they'll be here in like 30 minutes. An hour fucking passed, and yet they were still not here. So I bugged them again about it, and the actual they ended up putting me the epidural 2 hours after I had asked for it. I was already like, I couldn't take that shit no more. I was over it. I was like, you know what? I want it now, like now. So once I started like really bugging, getting on their nerves, then they really came. So it was like 2 hours later. And he gave me the epidural. And after the epidural, I kid you not, like 4 hours to 5, I was already at fucking 9.5. I was like, bitch, I should have got that shit way back when I really like had first found out I was 3 centimeters. If I knew that shit, I wouldn't be in labor for 25 hours. 25. It would have like probably been half or something. No, maybe not half. Yeah, probably half. Because remember, it was 12 hours with the pill. Right when they took it out at 12 hours, it was 2 p.m., 3 p.m. And, I could have, at that time, just, give me that epidural. 3 hours later, I would have delivered like 7 p.m. But you know what? I delivered 5 a.m. the next day, which was Thursday. And, it was pretty fast, actually. Once they started putting my bed up, and they were like, you ready? Because, this is where, shit gets real. So I was like, yeah, I'm ready. The fucking RN was telling me, don't push. Bitch, how the fuck you gonna tell me don't push when you actually feel your baby pushing with their feet and you feel how they're like trying to push out? And she was telling me, don't push, just chill. My fucking contractions were like 10 to 20 seconds apart, 100, and bitch was trying to tell me to chill. Girl, no, I didn't give two shit. I didn't give two fucks, and I started pushing. I was pushing. My mother-in-law was there, and my boyfriend was there. And I told them, you know what? I feel like pushing. They're like, you know what? Push. Who gives a fuck? And I told my boyfriend, if that baby comes out flying, you better fucking catch her. And, he was like, because he was like, what the fuck? Like, me? I was like, yeah, I don't give a shit. That baby better not touch the ground. You better catch her. So, within, like, my doctor was not even here. My doctor was not here. He was barely on his way. Within the 15 minutes that he was on his way, my baby was like, I think the head was already out. So he literally walked in. The stupid nurse didn't have, the mask, the gloves, and I don't know what that shit is called. She didn't prepare that, so he had to run out, get the stuff, then come back. When he already had everything on, he was just putting one last glove. He reached out, my baby just slipped out. So it didn't even feel that long. It was 15 minutes, but it felt less. So I was very happy about that. After that, I told my boyfriend, go check on the baby. And he's like, no, I want to be with you. I'm going to tell my mother. He said, I'm going to tell my mom to go over there. And I said, no, both of you go over there. Watch the baby. Make sure they're doing everything. And he left. He went to go see the baby. My mother-in-law said she was going to stay with me. And I told her no. I said, I want you to go over there. I want you to make sure that they do everything, that my baby's okay. Don't worry about me. I want my baby to be okay. I'll be fine. Well, they left to go check up on the baby. The baby was doing great. They were, talking to her. And I was over here crying because I was emotional. I was happy. I was thankful. I felt like, I don't know. I don't really know how to explain it. It's just so many emotions I go through because I felt blessed. Just the fact that my baby was here, that the same story didn't repeat. So I was so happy, and I thank my doctor so much. I kept telling him, thank you for for bringing my baby into this world. Thank you for catching her, for receiving her. Thank you for all the times you would check up on me. Even though, like, when I was scared throughout my pregnancy, so anything I felt, I would just go. I can tell you that even the nurses there, they were fucking fed up with me. But he didn't care. He would tell them, he told me, he said, you know what, if they don't wanna, like, put you on the waiting list, just wait there. Ask for me and I'll attend you. So I was really happy with all that stuff that he did for me. Also, the last couple weeks, that I think it was like from 36 weeks to, no, from 34 weeks to 39 weeks, I was getting, I don't know how to say it. I was getting monitored. So that helped a lot. I was getting monitored twice a week. Um, it was Mondays and Fridays, just so I can, like, the weekend would come, and I was just not, I don't know how to explain it. Anyways, so it helped me a lot with my confidence in myself, that my baby was okay, that I was doing good. It helped me a lot. It helped me remain calm, and less of me bugging the doctors and nurses. And anyways, so let's go back to the story. So I was thanking him, and all of a sudden I hear him rush the nurses. Hey, hurry, 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 go do this, go bring that, speed it up. I didn't know what was happening. I was just looking around. In my previous pregnancy, my placenta ripped, so there was like a missing piece in there, and he was trying to find it, because then it could rot in there and you could get infection, and it can get really bad over that little piece. So I thought the same thing was happening, because it seemed kind of familiar that he was like rushing the nurses and stuff. But then I seen him pull out his gloves from down there, and they were like full of blood. I felt like if I was just peeing, like a lot, a lot, a lot. When I started feeling like that, I got scared. I was like, fuck, I kid you not that I was praying at the moment. I was like, please God, like, my baby's here already. She arrived good. At least let me, like, spend a couple hours with her, and then take me away if you want. But let me be with her a little bit. I lost my first son. I didn't get to bond with him. Let me bond with her a little bit. Let me just, feel her, hug her, and then take me away. But please, like, at the moment, don't let nothing happen to me. I was praying. I was really scared. I wasn't crying, but I kept looking over toward my baby and my boyfriend and my mother-in-law, because I was really scared, and I was just hoping that nothing bad would happen. But at the moment, it was crossing through my mind that I wasn't gonna get up from that bed anymore. That I was done. That was it. I started seeing the stupid nurse that didn't prepare his gown and his gloves and mask, run in and run out, and he was yelling at her a lot because she was being really slow. He even told her to speed up the IV, and she didn't even, like, speed it up. It was literally like doop, 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 and it needed to be, like, dripping a lot, because he wanted the injection that they put in the IV, like, to go into my blood and stop the bleeding, but it was still going. At the end, I asked him, like, hey, what's going on? And he's like, oh, you're okay, don't worry, like, just stay calm. And I'm like, no, what's going on? Did my placenta rip again and you're, like, trying to find it? And he's like, no, you're bleeding a little, he said. But as what I saw, it was not a little. It was very scary. I was very scared. But at the end, everything was good. I actually was shaking afterwards. I was shaking a lot from the blood that I had lost. They even gave me iron pills because I became anemic from losing so much blood. But I'm blessed to be here. I'm blessed to have my baby, and that's actually the end of my story. So thank you for listening because it was a very long story. Um, there is gonna be more videos. I know this was like kind of, you know, but I'm trying to be more natural, more me, and I hope that you guys are okay with that and you guys support that. It's hard to be doing your makeup all the time when you have a baby that wants your attention. Right now, she's playing in her play yard, so she's a little calm, but you know, it's a little hard with the baby. But I'm gonna be making more videos frequently, at least once a week, but I'm gonna try to be more natural, more me, no makeup because it's easier. Um, yeah. So thank you for watching. I appreciate you all, and I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.